Shout out to all my gods and goddesses. I am C, the spiritual goddess, here for your new moon energy reading. Today we will be asking the spirits what messages do they have to give us about this upcoming new moon in Cancer. So go ahead in the comments and let me know, how do you guys feel about this new moon coming up in Cancer here? I would love to hear from you. I know this week is a very special week for me because this is my birthday week, okay? Leo gang in the building, where you at? Shout out to all my Cancers too. My birthday and my husband's birthday, believe it or not, is July 25th. So I do have some special things coming up for you guys this week, so you do want to make sure you have that bell button on so you don't miss out on any of that there. Unconditional love, compassion, self-love. Oh, I had to grab my rose quartz because this, I feel like what we're going to get from Cancer is everything what I love about Cancer. Cancer is, I like to say, is one of my most loving sides out the group. But what we're going to be getting with Cancer is more into love. And when I say love, more into not only love for others, learning love, unconditional love for others, but and having compassion for others, but also self-love. Always preach on my channel, self-love is the most important love. People ask, you know, how do I find love? What, you know, I feel so lonely. What do I do to attract love? You have to practice self-love with yourself. I see for some of us, we're going to really be manifesting not just love to us, but also Spirit want us to focus on doing self-love. So I would definitely suggest off rip a self-love ritual, maybe a self-love spiritual bath. We have the compassion card. I do feel like for a lot of you, what this is going to bring, I feel like for a lot of you, this Cancer moon is actually going to help you see a situation that you may not had compassion for. You may have been short with it. With this new Cancer moon, you're going to actually look at it from a different place. If you have been struggling with any one of your loved ones here, you haven't been seeing eye to eye, I feel like you're going to remember, someone's going to remind you of the unconditional love you have for each other, and it's going to, you're going to have compassion for a situation. You may actually look at it from a different aspect, if that makes sense. Spirit is also saying for some of you, you've been worried about everyone else, and Spirit is calling you to actually slow down and think about yourself. And for some reason, for some of you, I'm saying Spirit is saying you've been too hard on yourself about a project. Maybe it's something you haven't launched. Maybe it's something somewhere you expected to be in life. Spirit is telling you to have compassion for yourself. You are on your own journey. You know, it's a marathon, not a race. We have to remember that. So let's go ahead and pull some more cards. I just want to pull 3 more cards. How are you guys feeling so far? Let me know in the comments below what you think about this reading. Definitely thumbs up, hit that thumbs up button. So let's go over the cards we have. We have rest and rejuvenation, suffering and silence, moving on. So what Spirit is telling me, I feel like for a big chunk of you, we definitely got the rest and rejuvenation. So we do know we have to practice self-love, right? So that's Spirit confirming. For some of you, you need to get rest. You're not getting sleep. You're not, you know, you're not having compassion on your body. You're not taking care of yourself. So for those of you who one of those, you're not working out, hey, I'm one of those. I do need to be working out more. Spirit is telling you get in tip-top shape for that. However, for some of you all, I feel like you may have been stressed out about a situation. There may be, maybe it's for some of you, maybe you have some illness to a family member. Maybe there's, for some of you, there's been a situation that's been literally eating you alive. For some of you, there's been a situation that you haven't been on, you feel like you don't have a way out. If you have been suffering from depression, or if you have been feeling like that, Spirit is telling you that it's time to let it go. I feel like with this Cancer new moon is going to bring for some of you a release. I feel like some of you, there's something that you've been holding on to that's literally has been, for some of you, taking a toll on you, on your physical well-being. And Spirit wants you to move on from this situation and release it. Spirit is saying that, you know, look at the situation from a different way, from a loving way, from a place of compassion, and then let it go. I feel like for some of you, we got the moving on under self-love. For some of you, this could be a relationship. Some of you, I see maybe, you know, you've been suffering in a relationship. And for some of you, what I'm picking up is, you know, you've been suffering in silence. Like, you haven't, when we talk about Cancer sometimes, not to go off on tangent, can be a very, is known as a kind of timid hermit. I feel like for some of you, that's what you've been doing with your emotions. You've been hiding in your emotions so, you know, maybe your partner doesn't know. And you've been literally suffering silence. Spirit is telling you, I mean, why do that? It's time for you to move on. For some of you, you need to release these emotions in a healthy way. This is literally killing you. Spirit wants you to know that it's time for you to release. So off rip, I would definitely suggest for some of you, spiritual cleansing. Maybe a cleansing bath of self-love. It's time for you to move on. It's time for you to start to take care of yourself. I was listening to a song by Elena Barras today. I think it's like Got Me. When she say who got me, like I got me. That's what you need to invoke. I'm not saying, you know, no one can help you, or, you know, you can't have anyone, but for some of you, I feel like you may have gotten too dependent. You may have gotten too dependent on this person that's being the situation, and you've got dependent and you've been stuck and suffering. Sometimes you can get comfortable. Like, sometimes, and this may sound weird, we can get comfortable within our emotions. You know what I mean? And sometimes, like, if you're feeling depressed, or if you've been depressed, or if you've been sad for so long, you don't know how to pull yourself out of that. You can get used to that. Spirit is telling you it's time for you to stand and rise. What's blocking you from manifesting what you want is because you're continuing to stay in that. You're continuing to stay in that. And I feel like it might be other people. It has to do with other people's problems, outside sources. You need to focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. This message was definitely intense. I wasn't expecting it to go here, to be honest with you guys. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to also make sure you have your bell button on. All this week, I'm going to be putting out videos. Also, make sure you follow me on Instagram because I am doing something special, okay? Until then, guys and goddesses, don't forget to always rock your crown. See you in the next video. Peace.